crazy, man.
Baby, what you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
I'm watching old footage. Someone told me from the chat to look at this video because they said he's been hating on me this whole time. I was like, nah, not my shot. And I was like, nah, watch the video. So I'm watching the video. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, let's see.
Wait. Wait. Who ain't got that man? Who man?
Who is that?
Is this me on a dartboard?
Baby, I think it's you.
Wait, is this what they was talking about? Me on the dartboard. That's the dungeon. Stephen A. Wait. You got a problem with Stephen A. Smith? How am I the main target? How is me, your man's, the main target with darts on his head? You got LeBron James. You hate LeBron James. But why LeBron James right here? I'm your man, and this is where we are. This is a year and a half ago. We just renegotiated your contract. You got more money. This is what you do with it.
Yeah, go to sleep, baby.
Can you please stop? I do not want to embarrass you. I don't know why you keep putting yourself in it. Listen, you did what you did, and then you got fired. Don't try to justify why you got fired by doing all of this. Skip was never there to replace you, not on my watch. We were a basketball podcast. I brung Skip for football, hence why he was never on the show during basketball season until the football ended. There's a reason they turned their back on me, because they was paying Skip 4 days. You know what 4 days mean? 3 football days, 1 basketball day. We only had 2 basketball days, so that means your was out. And I was standing up business, so they turned on me. And then what did they do? They went to your soft and put you on the football show. And you want to tap dance on the football show, which then opened the gate for them to be on the basketball show. Now, did they do the basketball show with Skip on Wednesday and Thursday? No, because I wouldn't have been on that show. They did it on Friday. They brung your punk on a Friday to do Gilbert Arenas, which opened it up. Now, can you please shut the because if I go live, you will look bad, sir. I know what you did in Arizona, sir. You didn't look good.
Trying to keep up with Gilbert Arenas and Rashad McCants right now is almost impossible. By the time I record, edit, and upload one video, one of them is already fired back with another response, and the whole story changes again. Even with all that, I still want to keep things balanced and make sure Rashad McCants' side gets covered whenever he responds. At the start, you saw Gilbert Arenas answer Rashad once again, throwing out more trolling, calling him out, and responding in real time as this online fallout keeps getting bigger. A lot of people are asking the same question now. Where is this actually heading? Yesterday, I covered Gilbert's video where he acted like he was digging a grave, used cemetery-themed visuals, held a crown, and trolled Rashad under the Cemetery Larry nickname as if he was ready to bury the situation. Rashad fired back, saying Gilbert tried to replace him because he couldn't deal with him directly, laughed off the whole thing, told people not to believe everything they see, referenced Kill Bill 2, and pointed viewers toward the Paul Pierce clips. He also addressed another clip from 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, questioning the idea that Skip was supposedly brought in because he could do Rashad's role better. Rashad asked why nobody warned him if he was really about to lose his job, and questioned where the loyalty was if Gilbert knew what was happening. He also pointed out that Gilbert was the one who brought Skip onto the platform, asking why only he would be pushed out if he was the show's main contrarian. According to Rashad, bringing in Skip only created competition that ultimately made things easier for Gilbert. Rashad also shared another message claiming Gilbert recruited Skip, and arguing that the idea Skip was hired specifically to replace him didn't make sense. That same message accused Gilbert of unfairly throwing Skip under the bus, and joked that the stories about them regularly golfing together were exaggerated because they supposedly only played once before Gilbert disappeared. Gilbert wasn't about to let those comments slide. He answered by saying it was fantasy versus reality, joked about sending Rashad a prop box, and claimed he'd been planning this response for 8 months. Gilbert even called Rashad nothing more than a side quest in the bigger picture. Then he mocked Rashad further by asking if he had really become Rashad's biggest target after public run-ins involving Miko, Pat Bev, Boogie, Stephen A., Baja Club, and Nick Young. Gilbert also warned Rashad to stop while he still had the chance, saying he was trying not to take things even further. In another message directed at Josiah, Gilbert claimed Rashad had no idea how much people fought behind the scenes to help him keep his position throughout the season. Gilbert said he once viewed Rashad as a solid guy, but blamed him for choosing the wrong side and then trying to pin the consequences on someone else after losing his spot. He even joked that getting fired after making that choice was actually ironic. Gilbert also referenced Rashad's time at Arizona, suggesting similar behavior showed up there when contract extension talks became an issue. With comments like that coming from both sides, it's becoming obvious there are still private conversations and behind-the-scenes details that haven't fully come out yet.
There are obviously people sharing information behind the scenes, but unless you were part of those conversations, nobody really knows what was actually said about Skip during those discussions on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I can't tell you who gave Rashad McCants that information because I'm not in the group chats or involved in the business side of things, so all I can do is go off what both sides have publicly claimed. According to Gilbert Arenas, he was the one who brought Skip onto the platform because he wanted him to handle the football segment. Gilbert says that after Skip came in, there were internal talks about moving on from Rashad McCants since Skip could still challenge opinions and keep the debates going. His claim is that the difference came down to business, with the belief that Skip could help attract larger sponsors, while Rashad's use of profanity and the N-word made that more difficult. Gilbert has been firm that those conversations really happened and insists he's not making any of it up. He also claims he warned Rashad about the situation, telling him they were already at odds with certain people and that he chose to side with them anyway. Rashad McCants completely rejects that version of events. His response is that Gilbert never told him anyone was trying to fire him, and if those discussions were happening, he believes someone should have been upfront about it. That's where this disagreement keeps going in circles, because Gilbert says the warning was given, while Rashad says it never happened. At this point, it's hard to say whose version is accurate, and it doesn't look like either one is ready to back down. With the way this feud has been unfolding, they're probably going to keep responding to each other, and I'll keep following the story as more comes out. One thing I will say is this: if Rashad McCants, also known as Cemetery Larry, is really finished with that platform, he has a real opportunity in front of him. Some people think this entire situation is just a rollout for a new show, but I'm not convinced that's what's happening. Either way, Rashad could start his own YouTube channel today, cover sports topics, respond to Gilbert Arenas whenever he wants, and build everything under his own name. If he wants complete control over his opinions and doesn't want anyone telling him what he can or can't say, that's probably the best route. He doesn't need an expensive setup. He could record from home, his car, a studio, a computer room, or even his front yard because people are already familiar with who he is. The audience is already there, and that's the hardest thing for any creator to build. Gilbert Arenas had that audience before any business deal happened, and bringing more personalities onto the platform only helped it grow even more. That's why I always say the audience is the most valuable asset you can have, because it's something you can't simply buy overnight. Once people choose to follow your content, whether they agree with you or disagree with you, you've already built something valuable. If Rashad wants everyone to hear his side without relying on another platform, this might be the perfect time to create one of his own. We'll see how everything plays out from here, so let me know what you think. And stay tuned because there are plenty more updates on the way. Stay on your pivot.